All right, I guess we're live. Oops. Thank you so much. We are so happy to be here. This is Asiabeat. Been a while since I came out and did my music or any kind of music actually to promote my album. So I think this is the seventh album, by the way. So we started in 1982, long way back, and six albums later. This is the seventh one. So the first song that you heard is actually features a good buddy of mine, Tengku Rio from Indonesia, and you saw him on the video playing the violin. It's this whole project is a collaborative effort with me and my friends and associates from all over the planet. Like I got guys from New York playing and India, Tasmania, uh, Indonesia, of course. So we're all getting together to make some interesting music, fun music, and we are celebrating the 40th anniversary of Asiabeat. So that's 40 good years of interesting Asian music, I think. Uh, we started world music in 1980. So the first song was AKAR, and that's the title track for the album. It's called AKAR. Translated in English will be Roots, of course. But the reason for me to call this album AKAR is that we are contemporary Asians, or whatever we do. You stay abreast of the technologies and handphones and listening to the new music and everything, but we don't forget our roots, so to speak, And that's how Asiabeat started in the first place. I was influenced by all the ethnic elements around me, growing up in brickfields, so I just took that and assimilated that into my music. Okay, so that was AKAR, and now we're gonna move on to second tune, and this is quite an interesting song, and we have a very special guest on Erhu. I call her Miss B. It's very interesting. We had written, yeah, you can clap if you want, whoever's here. And we had Erhu part written out, but we did not get anybody to actually record it. We had some samples and stuff, and finally, I think I called her like 3 days ago. And she's like, okay. And she's so sweet. She wrote out all the parts, and well, here we go. This one's called The Emperor's Lullaby. You'll figure out why. All right, that was a song for the Emperor. He gets a very special lullaby. And thanks to Miss B for playing incredibly well on that one. That song actually, incredible piano player over here. I'll talk about a bit later on. You have to give him a Dato 3 or something. Dodong. He wrote that tune, and this was like a last-minute inclusion. We wanted to do something different. He started off with some other tune, and then we diverted into making this song, and I think it's really beautiful. So, and this one's, it's got a couple of interesting lines in there, and, you know, so we kind of turned things around and keep the groove. It was quite traditional in the beginning. Then we had decided to put some nice lines and groove it a little bit more. So that was that one. The next one we're going to do is actually something I recorded on my second Asiabeat album called Dare to Dream. That was the title of the album, called Dare to Dream. And this was done in 1984. Going way back now. There we go. Those of you remember Asiabeat 1984, second album. The title track called Dare to Dream. It was written by Go Bun Ho, and the lyrics were written by the late, very good buddy of mine, Sujin Montero. It's a very motivational song, you know. Believe in yourself, dare to dream and stuff like that. So it's really, really... But we've given it a whole new arrangement and taken it somewhere else. And also Dodong wrote in a new section to the song. We kind of put in a new bridge to the song, kind of give it some kind of lift. And for that we have another old friend, good friend of mine, Miss Gina Panizares, to sing for us. And this one's Dare to Dream.
Spear of destiny into the stars. Shield the fears onto the wind. Raise your head up to the sky. Sing a praises of the Father to the Son. In the spirit of the trident, shining for the crescent moon. Dare to dream, dare to reach for a higher plane. Dare to fail and try again. Dare to dream. Dare to dream. Dare to reach for a higher ground. Dare to sing a different sound. Dare to dream. Seek a helping hand when bleeding on the ground. The lamps of carriage light the way in the dark and light of day, and move into the rhythm of the beating heart. See the vision born and bold. In your hands lies a handcuff. Dare to dream, dare to reach for a higher plane. Dare to fail and try again. Dare to dream. Dare to dream. Dare to reach a higher ground. Dare to sing a different sound. Dare to dream. Thank you.
Wow, bit of a kicker, that one. Yeah, we've done a lot of different kinds of music. I mean, Asiabeat pretty much started off as, when I started off, it was just a percussion group. And that mixed all the Indian, Chinese, and different ethnicities and percussion in the country, and put everything together in 1980, and did launch the album in 1980 at the Experimental Theatre, University Malaya. And that was the first time that all the ethnic groups were on one stage. First time ever. I had Indian drums, Chinese drums, Malay drums, gamelans, sitars, and a jazz band, you know, and what have you. And it was pretty incredible. So we've come a long ways now. And this is a project-based band for me. So we don't really have a, you know, we're not the Beatles or whatever, you know. I keep changing people as you go along. Depending on the needs of what the music calls for. So every time I do something, some kind of new album, I have a vision for the album, and this one is AKAR. So the different songs call for different personalities, different musicians, you know, to contribute to the tune. I'm supposed to look up here. Okay, that's cool. Nobody said anything. I'm like, oh, cool. So we've got, as you'll see tonight, I can't have everybody here on stage because, you know, of the MCO and stuff. We can't travel and stuff. So everybody's hiding somewhere. All my friends all over are contributing. But nevertheless, we're very lucky because a lot of the key players on this album are actually right here on stage with me, and also they'll be coming up very, very soon. But before I go any further, you know, first thing I really got to do is thank some people because, you know, this was put together. We just discussed this a couple of weeks back, and I could never do it without, you know, everybody chipping in and doing stuff. So firstly, I want to thank Memories, Mr. Francis Denker. Memories, thank you for supporting the musicians, for Musicians Malaysia. You can give a big round of applause. And giving a platform for people to go out there and express themselves and do things like what we're doing today. Thank you very much. It's really a great thing that you're doing. And of course, you know, the people behind the musicians for Musicians Malaysia Association, Edwin Nathaniel, I think Eddie Zachariah, I keep forgetting people, man. John, Dalrene. If I forget anybody, shoot me, okay? I can't remember a lot of bunch of stuff. But it's very crucial what you're doing. But I tell you what's more important. When we do live music like this, the crew, the people who do the sound and stuff, they are the people we rely on. So they got to be our family, you know what I'm saying? So we got some great people here tonight. Really, Marvin, you got Charlie, you know, running around, set up all my toms. I didn't bring my stands and stuff. Reza running around with the camera somewhere, doing stuff. And this young boy, Shane, you know, he's handling all that video stuff. He's hiding behind there. I'm going to pull him out later. I think it's very nice to see, you know, people from all walks of life and different generations coming together and working together. I think that's what this whole thing is all about. And when we make music, is to bring people together and bring you together with us. We don't play music for ourselves. We play it for you. If you're not there to listen, might as well I stay at home, you know. So it's music for us all. And especially in these crazy times, we definitely need music. So authorities, get the live band back. Come on, guys. Give me a break. Come on. What has this got to do with anything? So, having said that, moving along, I have some incredible partners with me. I started this project in December last year, actually. And I had this grand old idea of finishing it by July. You know how it works. July, I'll finish it. No problem. And then the pandemic hit. Oh. But in hindsight, actually, it really worked to my advantage because we had about like, we had like what, 12 songs, 13 songs, and we threw stuff away. And I said, no, it was too crazy. We're doing all the crazy jazz stuff. So I said, let's chill out a little bit. People are suffering enough, you know. Let's not burden them with some, I love that stuff anyway. So we thought we'd chill out. We do have, but we're not going to do it tonight. We'll only be in the album. So I kind of mellowed it out a little bit without losing the whole Asiabeat concept, my vision of encompassing and embracing our cultural identity and the music that we have around us, and also showcasing all this incredible Malaysian talent and all the international talent that we have. So that's what we do. Now, I love coffee. I'm a coffee freak. So I met up with Encik Izam, really great gentleman who I've got to know over the years. And from Biotropics, you see all the coffee here? My house full of it. So I'm drunk with the stuff, you know. So I really love it. The coffee is great. You're going to try it. And they're really, really nice people. They support me all from the beginning. They believed in what I was trying to do. Actually, I work with Encik Izam. I did a concert at the Dewan Philharmonic. Asiabeat was sold out. It was fantastic. And he was very instrumental in getting the whole band in there and sponsorship and everything. So thank you, sir. And Rio and all those guys, Mas, Biotropics, please. Incredible people. Oh, yeah, I cannot forget Tengku Sharif, who's the CEO of Biotropics. And I have another partner, we're new partners. We just met. Natasha is sitting over there. Imperium International College, newly set up, right? Late last year. They have plans to get into performing arts at some point. So, you know, what we're trying to do is I like to get involved with people who are thinking forwards. So we start embracing people and start doing things instead of waiting for something, you know, to happen or, you know, we go fetch it. So we got to go in there and work with people and try and create stuff, get more artistic things happening. So thank you so much. I'd like to thank you, Jacob, and Miss Anne, and of course Natasha and the gang. I forgot your names, guys. Sorry about it. So Imperium, thank you so much. That's cool. I'm going to play another song first. Like a long list. Okay. Okay, this one is an interesting one. This song is actually, we don't have him here, but it's a very, very old friend of mine, a great Indonesian singer by the name of Tompi. Have you heard of him? He's incredible. This guy is incredible. We started off with Bali Lounge and a kind of a world music project, and it took off in Indonesia. So that's how I met him, and he became a big star and everything. We are great friends. And sometime back, he sent me a video of this guy in the kampong whacking the tin cans and singing this song, right? It's an old Malay song, but actually it's a ballad. He said, hey, check this out, man. It's called Burung di Dalam Sangka or something, right? It's like an old story, and actually it's about somebody in prison or something. So very interesting. So we thought we'll mess around with it and we'll funk it up a little bit. So we changed the grooves. We came up with some stuff and said, Tompi, you're the only person, swear to God, that I heard who could do this. I already heard his voice. But it wasn't him. I'm not going to get anybody to sing it. That's it. I throw it away. This is the guy. He's not here, but he couldn't do a video. He's very busy. He's a very famous plastic surgeon, too. Okay? So, check this one out. It's quite old school, but, you know, if you like dancing, go for it. This one's called Burung, short version.
Dalam hati burung dalam sangkar lahir seorang diri menanggung duka tidak perlu.
Wahai kau burung dalam sangkar,
tetapi hendaklah kau bersabar. Jujurlah kepada Tuhan. Wahai kau burung dalam pusaka, sungguh nasibmu malang berat. Tak seorang pun ambil tahu duka dan lara di hatimu. Batinmu nangis, hati patah, riwayat tertulis penuh dengan tetesan air mata. Sungguh ini suatu ujian, tetapi hendaklah kau bersabar. Jujurlah kepada Tuhan. Batinmu nangis, hati patah, riwayat tertulis penuh dengan tetesan air mata. Sungguh ini suatu ujian, tetapi hendaklah kau bersabar. Jujurlah kepada Tuhan.
Simple, but it's fun. I see you guys moving, and we're doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? So, that's all good old Tompy, good buddy. Thank you, Tom, for watching in Jakarta. Okay, my next guest is very interesting. She comes from Cuba, and she lives here now. I met her late last year sometime. And we did a couple of gigs together. I think we played in No Black Tie, right, Steve? Yeah, and that was great fun. We did some Cuban music and stuff. We met. Then I was doing this work on the album, and she hung out. And this this is a very, very beautiful song. It's an interesting story to this song. It's done by our great late P. Ramlee, the legend. You know, the guy is just Superman, you know. Songwriting, film production. This guy had such an uncanny and smart way of putting our music and film and imagery together that it was very universal, right? Whether you're Indian, Chinese, Malay, whatever, Dayak or whatever, he drew you in, you know, because he was so simple. It was very relating to whatever he did. It was related to in the kampong, relationships, whatever. And but he wrote some incredible stuff too. And it's one of my favorite songs actually, and this one's called Jeritan Batinku. But I started off this song, actually it's funny because Dodong did an arrangement, I think for Asiabeat to play like 20 years ago. And then Asiabeat didn't show up or something, you know. Which Asiabeat said, boring, too slow or something like that. I'm just kidding anyway. So, kept it in the can. I probably say, I love the arrangement, you know, it's really old school and stuff. I need to find a singer. I'm always looking for new people, new voices, new sounds. I like to give people a chance, you know. That's been what I do for a long time. And I met this girl. Her name is Matilda Raj. Never heard of her before in my life. And I met her and said, you want to sing on the album? She said, sing Asiabeat, you know, whatever. And she did a beautiful rendition of this song. I mean, she really took it out somewhere else. And then we were in the studio, in Sunway Studio, trying out stuff. And Mavis was sitting with me. And she's like, what song is this? I want to cry. You know, that kind of stuff. You know, she'll tell you. And she said, I want to sing it. And I'm like, okay, I got a Malay version already. I just sing in Spanish, lah. You know what I mean? I thought, okay. And so she's so incredible. She went and I make the long story lah, make it very short. So she went online, got the translations done, and checked with me the spelling and all this stuff and what the meanings were. But then she put a slight, her own little twist to it. So it's still a kind of a sad song, but we got her to do it in Spanish. You got to hear this one. You really got to hear this. So, Mavis, we need you on stage. So this is the Spanish. So in the album, we'll have both the Bahasa version and the Spanish version. So we're going to hear the Spanish version tonight.
Thank you so much and good evening, everyone. I want to say hello to everyone all around the world in the Facebook, and thank you so much for Lewis inviting me here. It's an honor for me to play with this legend, and you know already the history, so let's listen to the music.
Cerquita
Thank you so much. Muchas gracias. Amazing.
Thank you, Mavis. Wow. So, it's funny how Spanish and Bahasa, I didn't really realize, quite similar, right? Unless you really listen, it's like, wow, okay. So, I hope you like that one. Mavis going to do another song, right? And this one actually is an instrumental song that Dodong did. And listen, I thought, she was in the studio again, I thought, put some lyrics, write something, and she came up with the lyrics for this tune. It's got a very, very Latin-based kind of thing. I think you'll like this one. It's called Ninth Mile. It's the area where we live in Charas, you know that 9 Mile area, so for lack of a better title. About too similar, yeah? And again,
Okay, this song is more for dancing. The other was like a sad, so now let's turn into happiness, all right? You can dance at home, everybody, move your body a little bit.
Vamos a escuchar
Muchas gracias. Thank you so much.
Wow. We're actually almost done, huh? Man, time flies, doesn't it? I mean, we have about like 10 songs, like I mentioned earlier on, but we only decided to do like 7. So, the next time we'll do something. But before I go any further, for me, the most important thing about making music is making music with these guys on stage and all my other guys uh, who have contributed and collaborated on this album. So, it's very important that I acknowledge these wonderful people on stage. And so I think I want to start off with this funky bass man over here. Just met this guy like what, month ago, 2 months ago, 1 month ago. Wow, remind me. We did some other gig and some other event, and of course I know his father, right? Late father, great saxophone player, great buddy, utmost respect for him. Salvador Goizo, if you know him, Ado, love him. God bless you, sweetheart. And we have on bass, incredible. He plays upright. I love the upright. You don't get too many people playing it in town, at least. But so this guy is multi-versatile and multifaceted and everything. So on bass, I'll call him Doctor today, Dr. Don Guezo. You know what we miss the most about playing live is not having an audience. You know what I'm saying? We're like, whoa! We feel good. We're like, now we're playing like next song. It's like that's what we really miss, and I think it kind of shows because it kind of affects the way we play. When the audience going, yeah, man, that's cool, as opposed to just sitting here and going, okay, watching TV. But I hope wherever my friends are, our friends are watching it. I know I got people in the US and UK and Australia, all over the place watching this tonight. I hope you're really enjoying it. We had a great time, right, guys? Pretty cool. I'll tell you one thing about something about today's gig too. We have never played together. We never played this material ever before. The first time we're playing it today. Okay? We came in, sound check, rehearsed, and we played it. So my utmost respect to this wonderful gentleman here. Great. Bass. This guy playing guitar, I met him he's from Johor Bahru, down south, funky south. I did a gig there, just a pub gig, having some fun and stuff. And he and a whole bunch of young kids came and, want to meet you, take photo, all that stuff. Started talking, and I said, you play instruments? And it's incredible. He said, yeah, I play guitar. I said, send me some music. And he sent me some amazing music that he wrote. And this is what I want to hear. I want people going out there, our young people going out there and writing stuff. Please do more original music, because as long as you play copy, you're nothing but a copy. Remember that, okay? You have to do your own music, otherwise you will not be respected and, taken seriously outside, or even here for the matter. So this is your voice, do it. Anyway, bump into him, blah, 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 blah. Got to him and I said, I'm doing an album, play. It's like, what kind of songs and stuff? And I sent him 2 songs, one song. And the guy recorded and sent it to me. I was like, wow, no questions asked, It was pretty incredible. So I'm sure you heard for yourself. Great is this young man up here. He drove up, couldn't take the boat. So please put your hands together for this wonderful young guitar player. Eddie Side. Great. This we want to see, new blood coming out doing stuff. This is the future right here. Standing next to Eddie, all the way from Klang, if you know where Klang is. Funky city, it's like Detroit, man, Klang is this funky place, it's like Dottie, and funky cats and stuff. But it's cool, nice place. And this, I've known this guy for, my God, man. I don't want to say, we're all babies still, so it's okay. I've known him for a hell of a long time. Great sax player. With all my Asiabeat outfits, live and everywhere else. We worked together for many, many years. And it's great to have him back on this project. The one and only Azmi Hairuddin, please. I did introduce Gina earlier on vocals. Gina, I've worked with Gina for a long time too. You know, Asiabeat has got so many incarnations in every year. It's like next week, different band lah, different band lah. You know. I'm the only constant there. So, but it depends. It's for me, it's about variety, diversity, and keeping things fresh. So I always get bored very fast. So I like new input, you know, people giving me impetus to do new things. So that's what I do. Anyway, so Gina, please put your hands together. Gina, great vocals. Great. I don't want to miss a few people who are not here. You know, I've got some great fans. Of course, Tompi sang. He's in Indonesia. Thank you, Tom. And then we have Tengku Rio, who played the violin earlier. He's with me. Dennis I'll bring up later. And for the Empress song, if you saw the video, I had my French connection, Bruno. We're old friends. I just played on his new album, which released but a couple of months back. He lives in Bangkok, so he recorded some material and sent us some parts and stuff. So Bruno, thank you, brother. Man, there's so many people I got to thank you. And I met this incredible guy from Australia who plays the Chapman stick. If you know what a Chapman stick is, it's a bass, but it's almost played like a keyboard or a guitar. Very interesting instrument. Through another mutual friend and blah, blah, we started talking, and he decided to also collaborate and send stuff. So he's on it. We couldn't put the video up. We couldn't get it. So, Conrad, thank you, brother. I know you're watching. Okay. And this other singer we didn't do was the song that she sang. Is from India, and she lives in Amsterdam now. Great Indian vocalist, Carnatic singing, you know, all the ragas and stuff. And she's on one track on the album, but she's not here, you know. So I'm going to say, Sanya, thank you. Okay, let me not miss anybody. I'm going to kill after that, you know. You know how that happens, right? Okay, I'm going to bring up, this is going to be our last tune. And I'm going to get everybody on stage. This is a funky tune. But before I go any further and bring somebody else up, I want to make a special mention to the gentleman sitting on my left, because a lot of the stuff on this album was actually done in two parts. The first part, I worked with Bruno in Bangkok. We threw back stuff, you know, back and forth and got things going. But then later on when the MCO and all came and the pandemic and stuff, so I started, we hooked up. We started working together, and this guy is an incredible guy. I think I gave him so much of trouble, you know, like, I don't want this, I don't want that, change this, I don't want this, change this shit. So I'm very picky about this stuff. So anyway, he's really, I have to thank you so very much. He's a very hardworking person, incredibly talented guy, genius guy, you know, that kind of, Mr. Cool, you know. And with a name like Lipraxidis Drumawan, oh my God, it's a Filipino name, right? But we know him more fondly as Dodong. Okay, so I made him a co-producer. You know, he's a great guy. Now, before I move along too, there's certain people who started working on the project before things happened. I want to say a big thank you to George Hess, Professor George Hess, and Don from the music production department of Sunway University. Guys, thank you. We did some work there. They were there right from the start. Great buddies, you know. We're not gonna forget you. So we're gonna close it with one last song. This is a funky one. It's a really nice one. You're gonna like. Yeah, hang on. And then we're gonna go and we're gonna get them up to dance. So if you guys feel like dancing, you can dance. Okay, but before I go, one big circle. There's one guy standing next to me. I've known him for 20 over years. This gentleman is incredible. If you know who he is, if you don't know, please go and look it up. The great, incredible Steve Thornton. There we go, Steve. Yeah. We'll play Joget after this, man. Yeah, okay, we'll jam on later. Huh? Okay, for the last tune, I'm bringing another good friend too. Another friend of mine. When we did this tune, it's a very funky song, okay? David Sanborn, Herbie Hancock, you know. But I wanted the first part to have some kind of rap, but not the typical rap, you know, just something rap. And I left it open for a long time, and then like a couple of days back, like, Dennis, what's happening? You feel like rapping? on 8 bars. He's like, what? Write some lyrics, and she wrote the lyrics. And first time we're doing it right here. So again, I'm going to bring you up right now. Please come on stage. Do not stay there. You're going to come up and boogie up here. Please put your hands together for Dennis Minenfield. And I only mentioned her very briefly, but Miss Erhu, I call her Miss Erhu now. Okay, B, come on up. Mavis, we get you up. We're going to pretty much get everybody up. Gina, please. Yeah. This one's called Where to Run. Okay, that's a bit of a story behind it. It's basically, it's a play on some things that are happening right now. Basically, we are saying we got this terrible pandemic thing going on. We got nowhere to run, man. You know what I'm saying? So forget it. Don't run. Get up there, live your life, do what you want to do, make music, come together, be strong, go fight it. There's nowhere to run. Have a good time. I mean, you know what I mean? You've got to sit there and cry and do nothing, then let's all balik kampung and do something else. So let's believe in ourselves and have a good, just a party song. Feel like dancing, go ahead. This one's called Where to Run.
We just want to say hello to everybody, all my folks out there who's listening. Thank you all so much. Thanks, everybody. Thank Lewis for making this possible once again, and all the guys. It's been a beautiful evening. Thank you so much.
But I forgot something lah. Before I go up.
Always.
Hey, I got something here. Okay, started the project. You know, the way music is being sold and bought these days, everything is downloadable. I mean, I don't know, man. You know, you download stuff. I miss holding the big ass, you know, the record, you know, in my hand. You see the cover, it's huge. Or booklet. I want to feel something, you know. But so I decided that, and nobody's buying CDs anymore because there are no CD players. And there's no rituals. Where are you going to sell it? You know, play frisbee lah. So I decided to try something different. So I'm putting the music on a USB stick. And this is the album cover. So it's the USB stick is just the size of a credit card, right? Yeah. You've seen those, right? So you won't lose it lah, you know. And plus, there's enough space you can put all your, whatever your girlfriend's photos, whatever you want in there. You know, besides, don't throw away the music. But what's good about this is that I don't just have audio, I have video, I have the whole story of Asiabeat and credits of the musicians and everything. So it's a bit more fun, a bit different. This will be the first stage, and of course the second stage will be the whole downloading bit. You know, so we'll probably make about only 200 of these, only. They'll be collector's items and that's it. So stay tuned. We'll have a website information out. We'll have a teasers out and stuff. So thank you so much. It's been a great night. Let's have some fun now.
And you all can get up and dance too. You don't have to sit there. Where to run instead of where to hide. Got so many people asking why. Where to run instead of where to hide. Maybe you just need to look inside. I said, Asiabeat, they got a beat for you. I said they're gonna put you in the groove. So get on your feet and listen to the funky beat of Asia Groove. Oh!
Yeah, Asiabeat in the house.
Thank you so much. Kurin, thank you so much, man. Great sound. Thank you, thank you. Again, everybody, thank you so much. I hope you had a good time. We'll be back.